Assalamu alaikum and hi everyone. This is Dr. Mas Qureshi. I'm currently working as a resident in ENT, otolaryngology, skull base, whatever you can call it. I am the CEO of msqproductions.com. Go check it out. It's really fun. It's really amazing. And I have helped over 350 FCPS students, which is kind of amazing. But let's get to the point. I'm going to talk about cholesterol. आज हम cholesterol के बारे में बात करेंगे. Many of my students said कि भाई cholesterol पे एक video होनी चाहिए. What is the good, bad? So I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna make it up for you guys. कि भाई high density lipoprotein. Why is it called good? Why LDL is called bad? And what is the amount of protein in chylomicron and etc. We have a lot of those questions. So first we're gonna divide them into 4 categories according to the triglyceride. ठीक है, we are going to talk about the metabolism के body में इसकी metabolism किस तरह होती है. Then we are going to talk about everything like how to control cholesterol and lower the LDL and increase the level of HDL. So imagine this is your arteries, and when you have high levels of LDL, your arteries will be kind of blocked and there would be high pressure of bloodstream. When there is high level of bloodstream, यानी कि BP जो है वो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, and that may lead to hypertension or increased blood pressure. ठीक हो गया? अच्छा, so this is your generalized picture of high cholesterol. This is your normal, this is low. Okay, so let's talk about lipids. ठीक हो गया? Lipids are usually they are hydrophobic. ठीक है, यानी कि ये पानी में dissolve नहीं होते. So how can they dissolve and into the bloodstream? ठीक है, because 70% of which is water. ठीक हो गया? When I talk about lipids, you should think about 2 things: TG यानी कि triglycerides and cholesterol. ठीक हो गया? So now, as you can see, this big structure of chylomicron here is because of the high level of triglycerides. ठीक हो गया? And low levels of proteins. ठीक हो गया? And on the extreme end, on the left hand side, you can see that there is no or very less triglycerides. That is why it is healthy or good cholesterol. It is really good to us, and it has high level of proteins. ठीक हो गया? Now, as you go towards the left from chylomicron towards the VLDL, you can see कि भाई very light density lipoproteins. ठीक हो गया? Lipoproteins or lipids, which are divided into 2, triglyceride and cholesterol. ठीक हो गया? So they have this green structure. This is basically apolipoprotein. What is basically apolipoprotein? Apolipoprotein जो होता है वो आपके liver में बनता है. ठीक हो गया? And this is merely just to stabilize this whole structure. If this was not there, it would be really hard for this molecule or chylomicron molecule or globule, as you can say, to stabilize. ठीक हो गया? And then we come to LDL, जिसमें आपके पास cholesterol is the highest, as you can see. Then we have nascent HDL. So this is kind of the style structure. ठीक है? यानी हम ये कह सकते हैं कि chylomicron has the biggest molecule. ठीक हो गया? According to the size, according to the cholesterol level or triglyceride level. The green one is the triglyceride, the yellow one is the cholesterol. The proteins, as in the heart shaped, are the highest in the HDL. ठीक हो गया? As far as the phospholipids are concerned, so phospholipids are basically the periphery which makes up the molecule, यानी molecule. So as you can see, यहाँ पे आप देखो, यहाँ पे proteins is shown in purple. ठीक है? So HDL has the highest amount of proteins, while triglycerides, ठीक है, make up most of the chylomicron. And again, chylomicrons are the biggest. They have highest triglycerides. They have 1,000 nanometer in diameter. And in we are going to talk about the chyloremnant in a few seconds. VLDL, very low density lipoprotein, 70, then 40, 20, and then the HDL, which has the highest amount of proteins. Now there are a lot of ways आपका जो जिसकी वजह से हमारा कोलेस्ट्रॉल बनता है, सही है. सो एंडोजेनस एंड एक्सोजेनस. एक्सोजेनस इज व्हेन समवन eats fat. If you are wondering what are fats, so fat foods can be anything, can be butter, or it can be cheese, it can be ice cream, it can be cupcakes, it can be anything, ठीक है, जिसमें आपका फैट लेवल जो होता है वो ज़्यादा होता है. सो while endogenous जो है वो आपका internally जो बनता है उसको कहते हैं. So how does body basically produces this cholesterol? So हमारे पास जो सबसे important चीज़ है वो ये है कि acetyl CoA जो है it goes through a lot of reaction these things, and the most important hormone here is HMG CoA. If you didn't know that, if you haven't subscribed already, do that because it makes me motivated ताकि मैं और अच्छी अच्छी वीडियोस बना सकूं ऐसे ऐसे टॉपिक्स में. Also, you can let me know in the comments below कि भाई ये वीडियो कैसी जा रही है, how can I improve it. So HMG CoA is the main, ठीक है, और the secret behind the cholesterol making is HMG CoA, which is the main enzyme जो कि आपका कोलेस्ट्रॉल बनाने में हेल्प करता है. ऑलराइट, सबसे पहले आपकी कोलेस्ट्रॉल, डाइटरी कोलेस्ट्रॉल जिसे हम कहते हैं, ठीक है, डाइटरी कोलेस्ट्रॉल आपकी इंटेस्टाइन में एब्जॉर्ब होती है. कौन एब्जॉर्ब करता है भाई? योर बाइल, ठीक है, बाइल through the common bile duct and with the help of the pancreatic duct, ठीक है, pancreatic duct, it goes into your intestine, ठीक है, it goes into the intestine and through your bile salts, ठीक है, it acts on your cholesterol, it dissolves those cholesterol, and what happens is कि आपके intestine से जाता है, and this is merely your chylomicron. ठीक हो गया, this is your chylomicron, यानी काइलोमाइक्रोन जो है वो इंटेस्टाइन में आपका डिसॉल्व हो जाता है. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि आपके पास होता है व्हेन इट गोज इनटू योर ब्लड स्ट्रीम. नाउ इट गोज इनटू योर ब्लड स्ट्रीम. Here you have enzyme जहाँ पे आपके पास peripheral tissues के पास जाता है. Peripheral tissues, by whenever I say peripheral tissues, you should think about two things. One is muscles, all right, I'm gonna muscles, and second is your adipose tissue. ठीक हो गया, these are your adipose tissue. So डायरेक्टली इसमें डिसॉल्व होना यानी एनर्जी देना, मसल्स नीड एनर्जी, एडिपोज आर द स्टोरेज यूनिट्स, ठीक है. सो व्हेनेवर आई टॉक अबाउट एडिपोज, ऑलवेज गो फॉर द स्टोरेज, मसल्स always go for the energy. So cholesterol cannot go, or chylomicrons here in the bloodstream cannot go directly into the muscles. So what happens is कि capillaries, these capillaries have special type of lipases enzyme or lipoprotein lipases enzyme, ठीक है, lipoprotein, I'm just gonna write lipoprotein lipase होते हैं, और ये क्या करेंगे, chylomicrons को हाइड्रोलाइज करके, it's a fancy word for breaking it down into smaller particles. ठीक हो गया, हाइड्रोलाइज करके क्या करेंगे, they will provide energy to your muscles. ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स को क्या करेंगे, फैटी एसिड्स में, एडिपोज टिश्यू में इनको स्टोर करेंगे. सिमिलरली फैटी एसिड्स FA, if you are on a ketogenic diet, ठीक है, as you all bodybuilders know कि ketogenic diet में आप only fat करते हो, so you use this fatty acid as the source of energy instead of carbohydrates or the proteins. ठीक हो गया. So fatty acids जो हैं वो यानी कि triglycerides जो हैं वो fatty acids में convert करता है. कौन? Lipoprotein lipase. This is an enzyme in your capillaries. Now storage units is adipose tissue. Now अब क्या होगा? Now these fatty acids and chylomicrons are broken down by lipoprotein lipase into smaller particles, and these are known as chylomicron remnants. All right, ठीक हो गया. Now these remnants, what they do is कि भाई they go back into the liver, ठीक है, they go back into the liver, and what they do is कि भाई यहाँ पे the triglycerides plus cholesterol are packaged in the form of smaller particles, which are known as VLDL, or very light density lipoproteins. This happens from the liver. ठीक है, आपके पास you'll have the same bloodstream. Let's see, this is your bloodstream. ठीक है, ये VLDL जो है ये जाएगा आपके bloodstream में. यहाँ पे it will be then again broken down into intermediate density lipoprotein, and then into intermediate density lipoproteins के बाद क्या होगा, आपके LDL में convert हो जाएगा, which is low density lipoprotein. Again, the hormone lipoprotein lipase, which are basically provided by the capillaries, ठीक है, to give of the energy in a form of fatty acids to your muscles, ठीक है, and storage in the form of in the adipose tissue. These both are your peripheral tissues. ठीक हो गया. Now extra cholesterol, these cholesterol will, what happens is कि यहाँ का जो cholesterol है, now what they do is they again go from your peripheral tissue into the liver, and this is known as your HDL. And this cholesterol is used for making hormones, carry out the integrity of cell. ठीक है, different types of cell surfaces. ठीक है, this is the metabolism of your HDL, LDL, IDL, and your VLDL. ठीक है, so I hope you get that. The important thing is कि भाई you need to know why HDL is called a good cholesterol and why LDL is called bad cholesterol, because of the reasons. ठीक है, जब HDL आपका raise हो जाता है, it can be because you are eating good, you are taking vitamin B3, ठीक है, which is known as the niacin, and you are having good habits, you're आपने smoking छोड़ दिया है, or maybe you are on a diet, ठीक है, you are on a weight loss regime, or you are exercising, so आपका HDL जो है वो ज़्यादा होगा. And remember this, HDL has high protein levels. Now whenever the HDL becomes lower, उसके reasons हो सकते हैं. You may be smoking again, you have increased progesterone, or you are obese, so you need to exercise, weight loss regimes पे जाना है. You need to have these pharmacological treatments like statins, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But let's focus on why they are good. They are really good to us because they help us maintain a really healthy life. Now, on the other hand, when can you see the LDL becoming increased? So whenever you are having some metabolic disorders or thyroid diseases or renal diseases, or even you may be diabetic, or you have a predisposition for diabetes mellitus, ठीक हो गया. And of course bad cholesterol decreases, or LDL decreases, when you have low amount of these things. ठीक है, यानी you, if you are on a weight loss regime. Okay, so we need to know the different levels of cholesterol. ठीक है, and especially आजकल के बच्चे जो हम देख रहे हैं, they are really obese. That is why they are having heart attacks and stuff like that. So yeah, so ideally your total cholesterol level should be less than 200, your LDL should be less than 100, your HDL should be more than 60. If someone is above 60, he is really healthy, and triglycerides should be less than 150. Triglycerides का मतलब ये है कि अगर ज़्यादा triglycerides आपके होंगे, so means chylomicrons ज़्यादा होंगे, and chylomicrons are really not what you want in your body. ठीक है, borderline आपका 200 to 239. These are all that you can take a picture, you can pause the video, you can take a screenshot of it. I'm not going to waste time on these. You can find them on the internet. कि आपके normal levels क्या हो सकते हैं. Okay, this is again another on the basis of age and sex. You have LDL and HDL here. We're gonna focus on that. Women tend to have more estrogen, so they will have more HDL levels, and of course some women have increased progesterone levels, which will be a risk factor for increased LDL or cholesterolemia or hyperlipidemia. ठीक हो गया? Now another borderline high 240 से above नहीं होना चाहिए आपका. ठीक हो गया? You need to keep your HDL below 40 आप रखो. ठीक है? This one here. And of course total cholesterol को रखो below 130. That would be really nice. Borderline high क्या होगा? HDL should be less. HDL is less. You need more HDL and less LDL. Okay, so these are some of the foods you can use. ठीक है? Avoid cupcakes, avoid red meat, avoid donuts, avoid burgers, fries. किसी का भी हो सकता है. ठीक है? I'm not gonna I was about to write McDonald's, but you may not agree with me, but it looks like a McDonald's ice cream, right? So avoid that. Avoid taking high fat milk or creamy milk. Avoid coconut oil and stuff like that. You can go on a good diet: fish, tuna, salads, or dark chocolate if you like chocolate. You can use egg whites, white yolks. Slight difference between using white bread and brown bread, but still you can use brown bread if you wish. Okay, you can use olive oil, you can use cheese and high good proteins. ठीक हो गया? These are some of the dietary. Now you want LDL to decrease. ठीक है? तो LDL को आप कहाँ से रोक सकते हो? If you look again on that liver के diagram पे देख सकते हो. So what you do is you stop the LDL at the base. You inhibit HMG CoA. ठीक है? HMG CoA को ही block कर दो. I'm just gonna use red pen here. ठीक है? Or you can just stop making VLDL, or you stop the absorption. ठीक है? Stop the absorption of cholesterol through the intestinal mucosa. ठीक है? Stop the absorption intestinal mucosa. So ये दो तरीके से आप LDL को decrease कर सकते हो. But how can we increase the level of HDL? We have this amazing pharmacological gamfrozil. I may be pronouncing it wrong. वो क्या करता है कि आपका जो प्लाज्मा होता है, प्लाज्मा में आपके ट्राइग्लिसराइड लेवल्स जो है वो डिक्रीज कर लेता है. This is your plasma and increases your HDL plasma levels. Gem, remember from gem, diamond. ठीक है? Diamond से आप याद करोगे gem fibrozil, FIBROZIL. You can use that. It is good for your heart and for your muscles as well. Okay, now a few more pointers. Chylomicrons जो है, they are, you can get rid of them by fasting. ठीक है? Or you can have them by eating burgers, fries, etc. Oh my god. Or by smoking, whatever your choice is. Okay, so avoid these are bad habits. VLDL, these are a few MCQs which I needed to clear. ठीक है? इसमें आपके पास ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स होते हैं वो 70% होते हैं, while cholesterol is only 10% in VLDL, and they are secreted by your liver, as I said earlier. ठीक हो गया? And hope you liked this video. If you did, do let me know in the comments below. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and watching this video. Hope you watched it till the end, and take care. Get it? Got it? Good.